Hey guys, welcome back. Today I am talking again about high school senior year. So if you have a high school senior, you are in the midst of it if you're watching this video right now. But if you are the parent of a high school junior or the parent of a high school sophomore, this video is right on time for you so you can prepare mentally about what's to come. Let's get started. So today I'm talking about the things that I wish I would have known before my child became a senior. Nobody told me. I actually went into this just being so excited my son was a senior, and then all these things started happening. So for me as a parent, honestly, it made me sad because I was excited and sad. So I had a lot of highs of excitement that he's a senior and doing all these things, but I had a lot of lows because he was a senior doing all these things. So let me just tell you some things to prepare for to make your senior year as a parent much easier. Okay, number one, I did another video on this and it was called Beware the Top 10 Shocking Costs of Senior Year, because senior year, you're going to need a lot of money, honey. Okay. So if you're the parent of a sophomore or junior, start setting aside money now, because senior year is going to cost you a couple $1,000s or maybe a few $1,000s because of all the things. Like I said, I made a separate video, but it's like 10 things that show up that you need money for. And I'll just share them real quick. Senior night, homecoming, prom, senior pictures, yearbook, senior trip, college fees, college apps, college tours, class ring, cap and gown. Those are at least 10 things that you're going to need money for. And all of those are at the bare minimum a couple $100s to a couple thousand, especially those college tours, depending on where you travel. So just be prepared to set some money aside for senior year and all the things. Number two, time. I have written down, finish the year strong. A lot of times, this is a conversation you need to have with your senior. I have seen it, even though mine finished strong, we still had to have the conversation. I have other friends whose children did the same thing. You think because they are a senior that they can just coast. Oh, I don't have to go to this class. I don't have to do this because I'm a senior. No, you got to finish the year strong, because colleges still want those last, even though you apply for colleges, earlier, colleges still want that last transcript. So you can't just slack off and think, oh, I've made it. No, you got to finish the year strong. And sometimes you have to convey that to your senior because they think they can now coast. No, you cannot coast. You still have to finish the year strong. Okay. Graduate and enjoy your summer, but let's get the school year. Another thing with time, college tours. Depending on where your child wants to go and how early you want to start with college tours, you really need to get on those early. School starts in August, September. So if your child knows where they want to go, maybe start doing your college tours in October, November. Because a lot of times schools are starting accepting applications, around those times anyway. So, and then travel and cost. So, like I said, with under time, get your college tours scheduled. Make sure they're not coasting. And applying to college. When the window opens and you know that you want to apply, and if it's a competitive school where a lot of teens, are trying to get into school, then you should try, not when I'm saying you pushing your student, not you as the parent, but you pushing your senior to apply early, get it in so you can be first on the list, first to look at and not put on a wait list. And scholarships is still under time. Scholarships. You need to apply early because the early bird gets the worm on those scholarships. You are a senior. You need the money next semester. Don't wait until March, April, May when you're about to graduate to fill out these applications. As soon as these scholarships open up your senior year, be filling them out. Because it takes more than a week, sometime a couple weeks to get an answer. You might not even get an answer. If you fill out an application sometime in October, you won't find out until April sometime. So the early bird gets the worms with the scholarships. Number three, mental. And when I say mental, I mean the attitude of the student and the balance in life of the student. Like I said, sometimes they want to coast. Sometimes they get an attitude. And from my perspective, my son, he had an attitude. And he had an attitude with me because I was pushing him, because I was asking him things, so we were kind of butting heads because he thought he could do this. He's now a senior. I don't know why they think as soon as they hit senior, they grown. He was still 17, but he think I'm a senior. I'm this, I'm that. Yes, you made it to the top. Yes, you made it to the pinnacle of your school, but you still have not graduated. You're still a student, and we're still trying to get you across that stage. That's the thing. Don't be doing nothing silly to not get across that stage. So sometimes you got to check the mental of your student. You don't want them stressed, but you want to let them know that we're still running this race and we are here for you. Like, at one point my son acted like I'm the enemy. Like, I don't have your best interests at heart. So that was when I was talking about them highs and lows. The highs, I'm so excited and so proud of everything he's done. But the lows, dealing with that attitude. Like, son, I am your number one cheerleader. Like, I'm not against you. So it's just dealing with that, senior attitude. Put in comments if you've experienced that. And then balance the life of the student. Okay. And also under that mental is balancing your own life and of that of the student. It was hard on me my son's senior year because I'm trying with my husband along to make sure he's reaching all these milestones, checking all these boxes for his senior year. But in addition, some of my own stuff I had to put to the wayside or pause, literally, because my mental was literally on my son, making sure this is my first child. You want the best for him. You want everything to go right. So I was really focused, and I feel my own mental kind of took a hit because I was so focused on him. Like I said, some of my other stuff I had to put to the side, and I'm just now picking it up. My son is a sophomore, not a sophomore. He is a freshman in college, second semester. So I'm literally just picking that back up January 2024, coming into myself, after making sure my son had a great senior year, checked all the boxes, and got situated into college for his freshman year. So the mental for both you and the student. Emails. Number 4, emails. We set up a special email just for my son's senior year because you're going to get bombarded. So with that one email, we put that on everything dealing with college. When we applied to colleges, that was the email we used. When we applied to scholarships, that was the email we used. Anything dealing with college, senior year, we did that email. And I'm so glad we did because, like I said, you get bombarded with ads for scholarships. You get bombarded with colleges sending you stuff. You get bombarded with everything. But if you have your personal email, he has his, and you know that your senior is not checking that email like that, for him to have his own email checking it like that. And then you don't want your own personal email bombarded with all these college and stuff. So we just set up one central email. So me, my husband, and my son, of course, we all have the email and the password, and we checked it like that. And that was the most helpful thing. And now he is a freshman, and we still use that email for college things because we still filling out scholarships. So that was a great idea for us to fill out, to create a college email. Number 5, high school senior year, in my opinion, starts in the summer. Why I say that, of course, school starts in August, September, depending on where you live. But getting ready for the senior year starts in the summer because here come the notifications about cap and gown. Here come a notification about what they need to do for senior year to get ready. Here comes senior pictures. Like, we got her senior pictures in that summer. So they start sending you stuff over the summer to prepare your student for senior year. So get ready. Get ready. Number 6, don't wait until your son or daughter is a senior to get all those volunteer hours. Now, in the state that we live in the goal is to get 100 scholarships. If they want to be an in-state student and get this thing called Bright Futures, you got to have a certain GPA, at least 100 volunteer hours, and a certain GPA, I believe. So just don't wait until your senior year, because your senior year, like, they just want to be taking them last classes and doing what they need to do. You don't want to be going around like, you got any more than volunteer hours? You got any more than volunteer hours? Because that's the time, like I say, you want to coast. Get your classes in and get your grades. You don't want to still be trying to do that, because you're going to be filling out applications, hopefully the first semester of your senior year. And if you're still looking for volunteer hours, a lot of the college applications, 90% of the college applications we filled out ask, how many volunteer hours do you have? What did you do? Where do you do it from? And a lot of times they also ask for recommendation letters, and some of those recommendation letters can come from the people you volunteer from. But if you don't volunteer for anybody, then you won't have an opportunity for that either. So if your child, if it's important for your college applications and certain requirements, start your child volunteer hours their freshman year. Unfortunately, my son's freshman year was COVID. So he did not get his he got his volunteer hours between sophomore and senior year. But I learned with my daughter, because my daughter's freshman year was last year and we got on her early. So she got her 100 hours between freshman year and the summer going into her sophomore year. She's a sophomore now. So when she stepped on that campus, high school campus as a sophomore, she had her 100 hours already. So now she volunteers if she wants to, if she just wants to do it, but she has the requirement. 100 hours for us is more than enough. Okay. Okay, number 7, graduation party. That is something to plan for. Are you going to have it at your house? Are you even going to have a party for them? Are you going, if you're not going to have a party, are you going to do a trip? Are you going to bless them with a big thing of money? Like, that's something that you have to plan for. That's something to talk to your child about. Now, my son, he turned 18 in July. So he graduated in May at 17 and he turned 18 like a month and a half later. So we ended up having him a graduation party at our house with friends and family, but we also, part of his graduation gift, we took him on a 7-day cruise for his birthday / graduation party. But of course we had to plan for that, but it was a great experience. So you have to decide too, like at the end, how are you going to celebrate your senior? You're doing a big party, doing something small, but I'm sure your senior still would enjoy being celebrated. And number 8, college acceptance. Get ready, because, you know, it's super exciting when you get those letters in the mail or email, or the portal, because a lot of colleges make you set up a portal. So when you get those college acceptances, that's something that you and your student have to talk about. Y'all may go back and forth. You may think, or they may think they're going to go here, and in the last hour they decide to go to another school. And then when they do decide, then you have to see, well, what now do I need to do? What doctor's appointments I need to set up, housing applications, the fees that come along with that. So it's like you're literally finishing up one, transitioning to another at the same time. So you're trying to get them out and get them out with flying colors, with honors. But then here we go, right into a new chapter, into college and everything that comes with that. So that is a lot. That is a lot. Also, I wanted to add a bonus, number 9, scholarships. I'm going to go back to that real quick. Like I said, we created an email for our college, but I also created a Google spreadsheet for scholarships, because our goal was to fill out a couple of scholarships every week. And in that spreadsheet, I had the scholarship, you know, that we applied for, the date we applied, the column, did we get it, did we not, is it renewable, because some scholarships are renewable. And if it is, you know, when do we need to apply? And etc. And you know, some more notes about it. That is the easiest way. And my son is still using that spreadsheet as he's filling out scholarships for his sophomore year. So that was the easy way for us to keep track of what we are filling out and where we can go back and follow up. So I talk so much, I feel like I'm out of breath, y'all. But I hope that this video was helpful to you. Please let me know if it was. Please let me know if you want to talk about another topic when it comes to senior year. Currently, I have a high school sophomore. Currently I have a 5th grader, a high school sophomore, and a college freshman at the time of this video. So I'm a mom of 3. I have 2 boys and 1 girl. So please comment, subscribe, definitely comment. I love talking to you all. Tell me if this was helpful. Tell me your experience. And am I alone? I don't think I was alone. I thought I was alone, because I got really sad during, like I said, it was some great highs, but those lows, the emotional lows, that's what it was, emotional lows. And when I did start to talk to my friends who were also parents of seniors at the same time, they were going through the exact same thing. They thought they were alone. Nobody was talking about it until I said something on my Facebook, and everybody was like, oh my God, yes, this is so much. But girls, parents, men, fathers, y'all are not alone. You are not alone. It is a lot. And I suggest you also to find another parent that is a parent of a senior, and just like be each other's support. Go to lunch sometime, you know, blow off steam, because sometimes your senior can get on your nerves. You know what I mean? So, but sometimes you just need somebody else to relate to. So, y'all have a great day. Stay positive. Speak the life that you want. Your words create your world.